Let's play a little game of Spot the Difference. Did you spot them all? No? All right, I'll just show you. Okay, let's go. Hey, what's up, dude? Phew, fine. Oh, what? Gosh darn it. All right, just gotta grab the staff and gotta catch my breath here and phew, finally, time to kill some dragons. Yep. Looks good to me. Now, I know what most of you are thinking. Are you seriously trying to tell me that an idle game is as in-depth and fun as a fully fledged MMO that has been alive for almost 20 years? Really? Well, yes and no. Does Melvor Idle have the same amount of content as RuneScape? No, definitely not. But is it as fun to play? Yeah, it is. It's also completely free to play in any browser or mobile device. Ask yourself this: what makes you want to play RuneScape? And if you don't play RuneScape, just humor me for a second. Whether you've been playing it since you were a child, or if you've someone recently gotten into it, why are you drawn to RuneScape? Is it the online aspect of meeting new people and socializing? Maybe. Perhaps the aesthetic and the charm of the world and its many environments? Could be. How about its quest lines with intriguing characters and plots? Yup, those are pretty neat. But let's be real here, it's about the gains. XP drops, bars filling up, leveling up skills, and getting those dank upgrades to your gear. That is why we all play RuneScape. And what do we have here? Bars filling up, dank loot, leveling up to unlock new stuff. Heck yeah, brothers, Melvor has got it all.
But why would I want to play a fake version of RuneScape when I could just play the real thing?
Who said you can't play both at the same time? It's not like you'll be losing any progress while playing, and you'll just be watching YouTube or Netflix anyway, so... Starting out in Melvor is the same feeling as starting out in RuneScape. Sure, you're not controlling a character and really don't have any graphics at all to go with, but Melvor gives you that same sense of, I can do anything I want. You start on the woodcutting screen, so you'll probably start out by, clicking the tree, but chances are, as soon as you see the combat tab, your little old cursor is gonna slide right on over and click it. Oh, jeez. Okay. Goblin Village. Wait a second. Goblin? Huh? Never mind. Everyone knows you gotta kill some goblins to start, so let's go. You kill one, maybe two of them before you get absolutely wrecked. Kind of like when you first started RuneScape, right? After your first death, you'll realize that you need some gear before you can really start to train combat, and as a result, you click on the shop icon, and holy moly, you are bombarded with layer after layer after layer of progression to work towards. Additional bank space so you can stockpile more resources, automatic eating, and additional loadouts for combat, skilling upgrades to drastically increase your efficiency, Slayer gear to further bolster your combat, magical gloves to... You get the idea. My point is that there is a ton of stuff to work towards. You're not just sitting around watching bars fill and numbers go up in the same sense that when you play RuneScape, you're not just sitting around waiting for the next thing to click on. You are working towards a goal. There's always that next big thing to look forward to, the next milestone to reach. Like a quest that requires a specific level and a certain skill, within that quest unlocking a piece of content and that content granting access to the next big upgrade for your gear. While you're training whatever skill to meet the quest's requirements, every single level, really every single point of experience that you get in that skill makes you feel as though you're working towards something much bigger. It's the same thing in Melvor, just again, there's not as much to work towards. But trust me when I say this, there is still plenty to look forward to and plenty of time you will spend while still feeling like you're progressing. Here's an example. You start by mining and smithing for a while to create your own weapons and armor so that you can blow through the low-level monsters with ease, as combat is what you're looking forward to the most. You then realize that, oops, you'll probably need some jewelry to go with your weapons and armor, so you take a look for your good old pal, the Amulet of Glory, and what do you know, you just gotta kill some slimes for it. Cool, that'll be easy, especially with the new gear you have. As soon as you get your glory as a job, you go to equip it and, oh, what's this upgrade button here? Whoa, an elite version. Yup, it literally doubles the amulet stats, but takes quite a while to acquire, needing 100 total amulets for the upgrade. Well, I know the Amulet of Glory is the best amulet to use by far until I'm later in the game. You correctly assert and make the choice to grind it out. Along the grind, you realize that the slimes you're fighting are actually in a Slayer area, and unlike RuneScape, Melvor gives you Slayer XP regardless of whether or not you're on a task. Awesome, I've been getting Slayer XP the whole time. Let's go see what I can can do with it. Whoa, look at all this Slayer gear, and holy moly, look at its stats compared to my dinky little stuff. You then decide to slow down your glory farming a bit, instead to do some Slayer tasks and gain Slayer coins to purchase that upgraded gear. A few days go by and bam, look at those upgrades, baby. But you're still using a low level weapon as you can't craft one that's better and you haven't got one as a drop either. You do a little research to find the best weapon to farm for relative to your own stats and you arrive at the Sunset Rapier. It drops from a dungeon, the deep sea ship,
It says booty.
and that dungeon requires you to have a fairly high level of stats and gear before you can efficiently farm it. Well, gee whiz, isn't it a good thing you farmed for all that stuff earlier? I could go on and on about how many layers there are to the seemingly insignificant tasks you perform and how they all intertwine. One thing leads to another, and eventually you'll have gone from smithing your own Addy armor and farming slimes for 100 of the same item to taking down a dungeon boss in hopes of getting one of the best weapons in the entire game, all in the span of just a few days. Believe me when I say this, there is a whole heck of a lot of that feeling while playing Melvor. It takes some time to get the ball rolling, as any RPG does, but once it's going, there ain't no stopping it. You'll set and reach goal after goal. You don't have to worry about getting burnt out of the game because, hey, remember it's an idle game? You can literally leave it on in the background, completely forget about it, and come back only to realize that you've made tons of progress towards whatever your goal was, all while putting your time towards something entirely different. That is the beauty of it. I've played a ton of idle games over the years, and not all of them execute their gameplay loop quite like Melvor does. If you've ever played an idle game or even just heard of one, you're probably aware of the classic progression for the sake of progression gameplay loop that these games inevitably fall into. What Melvor does different is that it always gives you a reason to keep going, aside from just, haha, look at the funny numbers go up. Sure, it may be cheating a bit because its systems and content are heavily based on RuneScape, but the point still stands that out of the bunch that I've played, Melvor definitely takes the cake as the most invested I've been in an idle game. I don't know, maybe I'm just a sucker for RPGs and love seeing new unlocks after leveling up and acquiring new loot, but man, I'm telling you that if you give it a shot, Melvor Idle will not let you down. And I'm saying this after I've already maxed my skills entirely, so I don't get those fat XP dopamine rushes anymore, okay? I'm still playing it, baby. What are your thoughts? Are you just gonna stick to some good old AFK-scape instead of putting in the effort to leave a single extra Chrome tab open? Let me know what you think with a like or dislike on the video and a comment below. You can check out my stream at twitch.tv/WoolieGaming and consider joining our Discord server as well. Thank you for watching.